Hello folks, welcome to the 112 Express. I'm your host Gary. Now, I had done, when I did the video, I did a video earlier, and it was declaration, so I guess you can call this declaration take two. Unfortunately, the place that I was at, there was too much wind about, and yeah, so anyway, here it is, declaration take two.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, so you're probably wondering what I'm doing here in Sydney. Well, luckily for you, I'm going to tell you. However, I should point out right now that once you find out what I'm doing, you'll understand why I didn't want to tell you. But at the behest of one of my best friends in the entire world, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what I'm doing. Okay, so I guess the way I should start is how it all began. Well, it all began at when I went to Supernova last year in the RNA Showgrounds in Brisbane. I witnessed something that I didn't think was possible. I did not think was possible. I witnessed the AWF, the Australasian Wrestling Federation. So anyway, it all began there, and I witnessed that. I looked it up, and I wasn't quite sure then, and I wasn't until after I finally moved out of my parents' place and moved into Ace's place, and it all began from there. Really, I started looking it up. I found out about the school, the prices, the price of the courses, how long the courses are going to take, where I got to go, what I have to do during the sessions and that, and yeah, I found all that, and it kind of got me excited. It got me going good, and so I decided to give an email to the boss, the proprietor of the AWF, Greg Bounds, better known to many wrestling fans out there as TNT. He wrestled internationally as Ozzy Osbourne. I'm not kidding, but anyway. So yeah, he's my trainer, and we got to talking, and had to sign a couple of forms and send them to him, and money, of course, and forms and tests from doctors and whatnot, and I got accepted. Yay for me. You've got to be kidding me. Not again. Do I have to scream out loud to have you listen to me? The wind, it follows me everywhere I go. The first friggin' video I did... Oh, Jesus. The first video I did... I'm going to do this now, screw it. The first video I did, buddy, there was wind everywhere, and you could barely hear me the two parts into it. It was ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. And now, it's kind of died off again, but still, I mean, Jesus, what's up with that? So I got to talking with Greg via email, and I found out everything I needed to know. And then the moving began. Moving everything out of Ace's place into my parents' house, and that's pretty much where everything is, except for my clothes and my phone charger and whatnot. So yeah, I got accepted to the school, the AWF School of Pro Wrestling, and I am currently being trained under Greg Bounds, TNT, to be a wrestler. I originally wanted to be a manager slash, announcer type, a vocal role, if you will, and because I didn't really know what I could and couldn't do. After four sessions, I don't know, I'm still a little iffy about the whole wrestling deal because of my original intent, and plus, you know, and it's
so, it's all to do with thinking. It's all to do with protecting yourself, thinking of what you have to do while you're doing the moves and that. You know, we go basic drills and all that. We're doing that now. A lot of falling on the back. You're being taught your whole life not to fall, and then all of a sudden there's some guy going, okay, this is what you got to do. So it's ridiculous. It's a mental. It's a mental game. Not only is it physical, but it's mental too. And that's probably the hardest part about it, but also the most fun. Knowing what you can and can't do, knowing that you didn't know before, and knowing that things that you thought you couldn't do, it ends up happening that you can. I don't know, it's exciting in a way. And I still don't look the part, but that's my own fault. I don't know, I haven't done no working out or anything like that, and I tend to run off to this bloody internet cafe, which I'm going to go to later to fix this up, but yeah. So yeah, for those of you who haven't already figured it out, there is no job. There was no job at all. I'm not a dishwasher, I'm not a kitchen hand, I'm not doing any lewd or crude side jobs to get money or whatever. Nothing like that at all, no. I'm being trained to be a pro wrestling manager. Pro wrestler. I'm taking part in the physical stuff. Some of the stuff that we have to do, I haven't done since friggin' high school. So that's pretty hardcore. But like I said earlier, knowing what you can and can't do, and then finding out the things that you can't do, you can do, is, I don't know, last session we had, I put it there on Facebook, but I thought I did pretty well, and it was all good. Oh, also, you may have seen a link there before. There was a match that I shared on Facebook from the recent AWF Dojo show. And yeah, I was the guy in the wolf costume. It was me, yep. I kind of wish they had uploaded Jay Law's match, the fellow who was talking on the mic, who ended up taking the belt from me, because he's the Young Lions champion. And I wish they had shown his match, because at the end of that, I stumbled through the ropes. I felt so bad afterwards, but I was told later, it's alright, don't need. That's the whole point of the wolf, he's comedic relief. Oh man, I wish I could have. I should have asked some more questions about the history of the wolf and the character and yada yada yada. Luckily for me, it was not a speaking role, because the wolf doesn't talk, and that's great, because I haven't figured out what character I wanted to portray, which is ridiculous, because when I was doing my BWC stuff, I had my character like that. It was easy. This is difficult. Everything about this is difficult. It's a mind game. Not only is it physical, but it's mental. You have to prepare yourself. And I didn't. But I'm beginning to. And that's probably the biggest thing of them all. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I hope you understand why I didn't tell you. And I know it's going to be difficult, but it's going to be fun too. So yeah, that's my story for the day. That is Declaration. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe, comment, rate, whatever. I don't care. And be sure to check my other channel as well, Kazamania. It's all good. I'll put a link down below if I remember later. So, yeah. That's it. That's Declaration. Until next time.